All right. So like I said, this will be recorded, so you're free to look at this session once you have time, okay? So this is the information session for the Global Youth Challenge GYC 2021 World Peace. And I would like to direct your attention to the screen and our main website at www.theglobalyouth.org. You'll find all the information there regarding the competition, volunteering, and past contestants and their views on this competition and their experiences. It's available, obviously, now that it's online, 24 hours a day, okay? Now let's get started. So the Global Youth Challenge is a non-for-profit foundation, and its aim is to provide youth with a platform to express basically your views and all of your views, hopefully, if you like to share with us, and to suggest creative solutions to very important issues affecting humankind. Now, each year, the one topic will be the focus of the competition, and it'll be the focus of the submission of the competition. Last year, the topic, okay, let's see. Computer's not being very friendly to me, just bear with me. There we go. So last year, the topic was COVID-19. So for GYC 2020, it was COVID-19. And for this year, it will be world peace. I'm not sure if you follow the political environment around the world, but it's not very peaceful. And since we are still in the pandemic phase, I hope that you are staying safe and hopefully peace will be achieved very soon, okay? So let us show you a video that gives you a basic idea about what GYC is. There we go. Sorry about this. The internet seems a little playful this morning as well.
The Global Youth Challenge 2021. Why do you go to school? Why does school even exist? You've probably heard the saying, knowledge is power. You've learned a lot of knowledge in school, but have you gained a lot of power? Jim Quick said, knowledge is not power, it's only potential power. It only becomes power when we apply it and use it. So how should we use the knowledge we learned in school? Well, we should use it to repay gratitude to all the people who allow us to go to school. That starts with our family, to our city and country, and even the whole world. Think about the food you eat, the technology you use, the knowledge you learned. Where are all those things from? It's from all around the world. Because knowledge should be used to benefit the world, I encourage you to join the 2021 Global Youth Challenge. This year's topic is World Peace. Use the knowledge and skills you learned in school to share your ideas on how the world can achieve more peace. Participants need to submit a short video plus a short essay or artwork. For your topic, think about world peace through the lens of different subjects like history, business, science, and art. Visit theglobalyouth.org to learn more and sign up.
All right, so now that we have a brief idea about what the Global Youth Challenge is about, allow me to give you some more details, okay? All right. So the Global Youth Challenge 2021 World Peace, there are two ways to participate in the competition. One is by being a participant, that meaning enter the competition, and one is by volunteering to allow more people to know about the Global Youth Challenge. First, I would like to explain to you what you need to do if you are interested in participating as a competitor. So as a competitor, first, obviously, you need to register. And hopefully by this point, since you're joining us in this information session, you have already registered either as a participant or as a volunteer. But I would like to reiterate this, okay? So if you want to register as a participant, please go to register.theglobalyouth.org. Don't worry about this link, because as soon as you go on our main website, theglobalyouth.org, you'll see a pop-up and you can click and enter the competition. Now, when you do go to register, this is a page that you'll be seeing, and it asks you for your basic information, name, school, email, and if you'd like to share with us who referred you to the competition, that'd be wonderful as well. On the very top, as you can see, our main website is stated, as well as the general email address for any question that you might have about the competition. Also, on the very top, you can see the training session schedule. We are on a Thursdays, and every Thursday from now until the end of the month, we have the general information session, which is generally the same that we will be conducting to tell you specifically how to join, what you might need to do, and all that information. Now, for tomorrow's session, it's called the GYC Roundtable, which I'll be talking a bit about in a minute, okay? So there are two sessions currently, one on Thursdays, this general information session, and one on Fridays regarding the competition about how to improve your submission. Now, once you have filled in the registration form for the competition as a competitor, you'll be all set, and you'll be getting a welcome email as well as future notifications regarding the competition. So as a participant, you enter the competition with the entry, with a submission. What does the submission include? Well, you have two choices. So first, you can join the competition by writing a short essay, 300 to 500 word essay, plus a 1-minute video speech. Or if you're a very artsy person, you like to draw, you like to paint, photography is your thing, that's wonderful. You can also do it that way, and a 1-minute video speech. Now you might be wondering, since I have already wrote an essay or submitted an art piece, why do I need to do a 1-minute video speech? This short video speech gives you the opportunity to explain your entry to the judging panel and to give them an idea behind your thoughts, not merely from a painting or from an essay, but to see you in a video, see you like a real human explaining their ideas. So it gives them a more of a human touch, which is what we all need to do, especially during this difficult time, okay? So once you have done that, you can submit your entry to this email address here. It's submit2021@theglobalyouth.org. Your art piece or your essay, as well as your video. Now, video, as we know, depending on if it's high def or not, then it could be quite large. And we would like to ask you to upload it to YouTube, Bilibili, or any of the website that will allow you to share your video with more audiences, and provide that link in your submission email, and to email that to the committee so that your video and your entry can reach more audiences and to make a larger difference, okay? So remember to submit either your essay or artwork plus your video. Actually, more specifically, your video link to us, so we can give it to the judging panel for them to select your entries, okay? Now, specific, in terms of entering the competition as a competitor, specific detail will be provided during tomorrow's training session, which is called the GYC Leadership Roundtable. The aim behind the roundtable is to help you to develop more communication, to develop leadership skills, as the topic will vary each week, including helping you to write a very concise and effective essay, as well as how to make a presentation. Because if you are selected to be within the top 16, you'll be going into the live final, in which the judging panels will be asking you a lot of questions in a live setting. So a good sense of how to answer question and an effective communication and presentation skill is quite necessary, okay? So we would totally encourage you and welcome you to join the GYC Leadership Roundtable to communicate with your peers and the training teacher, and to help you with your entry. Now, like I said, the dates are Fridays, so tomorrow, join us 8 to 9, still this Zoom link, okay? So mark it down, tomorrow, join us, and we would like to see you there. As a participant, I would like to point you to write down these important dates. Now, the registration for being a competitor for this competition is January 25th, and submission deadline is literally the last day of the month. Okay, so please submit before that. And if you have any question, please email us. We will provide you with the email address at the end of the info session, okay? Now, we know that there's another way that you can join us, join the GYC and make a difference, and that is by being a volunteer. You can be both. You can be a competitor, and you can be a volunteer if you're up for it, okay? And we would like to encourage you to do so. As a volunteer, you also need to register with us. And again, by this point, you should have registered with us, or else you don't know the link. In any case, so as a volunteer, also please register, and you'll be seeing this page. Now, this page is very similar to the participant page, except it requires less information. Now, for this page, you'll be seeing the training session schedule, as well as providing us with the last and first name and just basic information about yourself. So we may contact you regarding your volunteer information. Now, by being a volunteer, you are asked to promote the GYC through your promotion channel and to encourage more youth to enter the competition and to recruit more volunteers to make the GYC known. You can do that by many different ways. You can email, you can do social media, we can do the old-fashioned way of calling your family and friends. We do not encourage you to go out and promote the GYC at the moment. We like you to stay safe, okay? So any promotional channel or method you use at the moment, unfortunately, can generally only be online. And you can do effective promoting online. Now, how do the committee, how do GYC help you with promotion? Well, we will be providing you with a personalized, each of you, a personalized QR code and URL link. And you might be wondering, what's that? Why is that useful? Well, that is a unique and simple way for you to reach more people. Because your personalized QR code and URL link will be, actually your QR code will be linked to the registration page of the GYC as a competition. So if you make a flyer, let me explain this. So this is my QR code and this is a URL link. I think most people will use the QR code, and allow me to show you. For the QR code, as you can see on this page, this is the general flyer of the competition, and you see a QR code here. This is just a general QR code, which is still linked to the registration page of the Global Youth Challenge, the competition. Here's my QR code. A very easy way to make your personal flyer is to get rid of this one and put your personal QR code right here. So every time a contact you have made or someone scans this QR code, they will be brought to the GYC registration page, and the committee will know that it is your QR code that is being scanned. Okay, so it's a very simple way to do so. This is a flyer. You can also put your QR code or URL link if you feel it's more convenient for you in your video, in your email, in anything, any promotion channel that you think it's fit and safe to do so. As a volunteer, your hours will have standards. So I would like to introduce you to the standards for volunteer hour accumulation. And by this way, you will know exactly how your volunteer hours are being calculated, okay? So first thing, obviously by promoting, you'll be talking to a lot of different people, and that's wonderful. But at the same time, we would like to remind you to, for each contact or each person you have talked to, please write down their legal name, email address, as well as the telephone number that in the future, if the committee decides to contact them, they can be reached at. And for each contact you make, it will be counted as half an hour. So that's quite easy to accumulate a lot of hours, especially for Ontarian students who need volunteer hours. For each volunteer you recruit, you'll be giving 1 hour. Now, what's the difference between a contact and volunteer? Well, for contact, generally it's just a person that you talk to and you have introduced GYC as a competition to them. For the volunteer, if they decide to join us, they and submit a weekly report regarding their volunteer activities, and they put your name down as a reference, then that will be counted as a 1 hour, and they'll be counted as one volunteer that you have recruited. So for each contact you have made, half an hour. For each volunteer you successfully recruit, they'll be counted as 1 hour. Another way to accumulate volunteer hours is by inviting family and friends or any contact you have made that in the end that turn to be interested in the competition and enter the competition. And that will be counted as 3 hours. Again, similar to the volunteers, they will be providing you as a reference when they register with us to enter the competition. This is something that, and the next way to accumulate more hours is by posting on social media. I think we all are very active on social media, and you can do so through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any social media in your country and to promote the GYC. Now we will ask you to, in your posting, to include a brief description, depending on the word limit, but a brief description of GYC, as well as a linkage to the GYC website and a hashtag GYC 2021, so that your audience will have a basic view and basic information about what the GYC is about. So for social media, for each posting on each social media page, that's 1 hour. Now we would ask you to, how do I say it? Switch it up, make it exciting, and just don't post the same posting because that will not attract audience, okay? Now for each 10 likes you have on each of the posting, you'll be getting 1 hour, and for 50 views, you'll be getting 1 hour as well. So we would like to make the competition available to more youth and for you to accumulate hours as well. And if you're very creative, if you find that time in your life to make a video, wonderful as well. And we would ask you to, when you do make a promotional video for the GYC, should be 3 to 4 minutes, not too long, 3 to 4 minutes. Also include information such as the GYC official website and a clear statement of what GYC is about. Now, these information can be found on our website, so we do encourage you to explore and look around our website and get all the information you need. And if you do have questions, please let us know by emailing us. There are several ways to accumulate volunteer hours, okay? Now for volunteers, we would like to ask you to keep a weekly progress report, and that is to help you to stay organized and keep a good record of your volunteer hours. The work report consists of 2 things. First, the hours, which is a summary of your volunteer hours, as well as proof. We will ask you to, for each individual, to keep a weekly progress report. Hold on. In that way, you will be able to know exactly how many hours you have accumulated and your progress, and that will be asked to be submitted. Now, first, what does the weekly report need to look like? Very simple. I mentioned previously the standards. There are seven ways to accumulate volunteer hours, as stated here. And when you do have your weekly, when you do create your weekly progress report, we will ask you to just write your name and to write the week and to list the categories of the standards of hours of accumulation, as well as the numbers and hours that you have accumulated. Now, I've put numbers here because that is a more clear view and simple way to see exactly how many people you have reached, how many youth you have talked to. Okay, so just keep it very simple and very clear. We mentioned that the work report also needs to include proof. Don't worry too much about it because it's very simple. For example, this is a social media page that it's actually my account, my Twitter account, and I posted on my Twitter account. This can be counted as social media posting. And for this one posting, you'll be getting 1 hour, okay? This is another posting of one of my students who have posted on a Chinese social media, and that's also another polling, and this is on WeChat. For this posting, excuse me, he will also be given 1 hour. So it's very simple to accumulate volunteer hours and to reach more people. Now, this is category 4, which is social media posting. Now, for the same posting, this student also got a lot of views or a lot of likes. So for likes, you'll be able to accumulate 1 hour for every 10 likes, okay? So this counts as number of likes for category 5. Don't worry too much about category 3, 4, 5, but just make sure that you know in what way you can accumulate volunteer hours. And again, if you have questions, please let us know. There is a specific volunteer email address that you can ask question and email us at. Now for volunteers, this work report, we will ask you to submit it every Thursday. So it's every Friday to the next Thursday. So that's 1 week, and submit it to volunteer 2021 at theglobalyouth.org. If you don't remember this email address, that's okay. You can always email the general information email address, and we will provide you with that. For the email subject link, we will ask you to make it simple for you and for the committee to verify your and to save your progress report. Okay, so basically, John Williams weekly progress report, or your name weekly progress report, and that's enough. So we know that this is from you, and we can save it and put it in your file. The registration deadline, excuse me, for the volunteers is January 31st. So there's quite a few weeks left to do, and you can do lots of volunteering activities within the next few weeks. Now, volunteer is quite important, and I would like to invite my colleague, Camelia, to talk to you more about how important and how useful and what you can learn by being a volunteer. Camelia, take it away, please.
Thank you, Christine. Can you please allow me to share my screen?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So let's continue with the importance of volunteering. Why do we need to volunteer? There are 4 most significant importance of volunteering that I need to discuss with you. They are called GDAS, G for graduation, D for development, A for application, and S for success. Now let's talk about every component of these kinds of importance. The first one is graduation. I think most of you know that in Ontario, every student must complete 40 hours of community involvement prior to graduation. So why does the Ministry of Education in Ontario require this criteria for your graduation? First of all, they want to promote community values and enhance students' awareness of community needs, develop a positive self-image for every student, and the final reason is that they want to develop life skills as well as social emotional learning, which is very important for you in your study and life. So what about development? Here, volunteer is beneficial to your personal and interpersonal skills. So what are personal skills? These are qualities and abilities that help you to grow both personally and professionally. So understanding and improving these skills can help you maximize your potential and your abilities. And so these are the examples of personal development. The first one is self-confidence, problem solving, adaptability, organization skills, integrity. It means honesty in your workplace and in your life. And the last one is work ethic, which is very important in your schoolwork and for your career in the future. Now, what are interpersonal skills? These are abilities to communicate effectively and positively with others, or I may say efficient communication with other people. And understanding and improving these skills can help you facilitate and nurture positive relationships and network, which is also very crucial in your learning and in your professional environment in the future. And here are the examples of interpersonal skills that you need for your life and study. Communication is the central skill that you need to train, you need to enhance every day. Empathy, leadership, conflict management, teamwork, and negotiation. So by participating in volunteering activities, you put yourself in the real workplace so that your personal and interpersonal skills are strongly trained, utilized, and enhanced at a very young age so that you can adapt very well when you go to colleges or universities in the future. So why are personal and interpersonal skills important? Because they help to create strategic and tactical plans for your personal and professional growth towards your goals. You can naturally integrate them into your daily routines and use them to achieve your goals, including personal, academic, and career targets for your future. Also, it can help you advance yourself in your career and develop your strengths and talent and find fulfillment and satisfaction for your career and study. Application. Why is volunteering beneficial to application? First, to make yourself known. Why do I indicate this one as the first part of application? It is very important to make yourself known or make yourself outstanding from the crowd when you study in Canada or in any country. And why? Because you will benefit from that to apply for university as well as to compete in scholarship applications, because volunteering activities is one of the most important criteria to consider the winner for scholarships or awards of a university. And the last one is your success in future career and life. In a professional environment, you can be trained to be a self-starter with strong motivation skills. And volunteering activities require you to be an efficient self-starter so that you can complete your task and you have strong motivation to improve yourself and improve your abilities. And here we would like to share with you the testimonial by Caroline Shane, who was the champion of GYC 2020 with the topic COVID-19.
Hi, Camelia. I cannot hear the audio. You need to share the audio as well, please.
Okay. Can you hear the video now?
No, I cannot. How about I'll share it?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for your patience. Just allow me to share the video, okay? So Caroline Shen, to give you some background information. Hold on. Allow me
all the time and effort that I'm about to put in, well, I guarantee you, if you put in the time.
I'm so sorry for my internet. It's very jumpy and cuts in and out. Allow me to restart it, okay?
Hello, this is Caroline.
Can you guys
champion
hear?
of the 2020 COVID-19 Global Youth Challenge. You might be watching this video and wondering, is this contest really going to be worth all the time and effort that I'm about to put in? Well, I guarantee you, if you put in the time and effort, express your honest ideas and opinions, and work hard towards your goal, you'll benefit so much and it will be totally worth it. This is an opportunity for your voice to be heard. By doing this, you're doing something big. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're sharing your ideas. And most importantly, you're taking on new challenges. Moreover, it's fun. I chose to do an art piece because art is just simply one of my favorite things to do. I really enjoy the process of creating this art piece, and it was a great distraction from all the stress and schoolwork that I've been having. You can choose any subject that you're interested in. It doesn't have to be art. It can be history, computer, physics. You name it, there's so much to choose from. Just make sure it's something that you're interested in and you enjoy. Through this experience, I was also introduced to so many innovative and inspiring ideas and met so many ambitious and creative and like-minded friends. I had no idea that I was going to be the champion, but that was my goal. And all I did was work hard towards my goal. If I can do it, you can do it too. Try your best and put in your best effort. Join now and let your voice be heard by the world.
Thank you, Caroline. So Caroline actually did a very wonderful piece, art piece, which other judges really liked. And she also answered her question during the live final super well and very complete. So for that, we will ask you to practice your communication skills and join us for tomorrow's session for the GYC Learning Roundtable. Now that's for the participant. We also have a training session for the volunteers. For volunteers who would like to promote GYC and make GYC more known to more people. So for that, I would like to invite my colleague Anton, who will be conducting the volunteer training session this Saturday to help you to start your volunteering activities, create effective promotional material, and to let you know how you can up your game in making the GYC more known and to make your volunteer activities more effective. And that is this Saturday, January 9th, 2021, between 8:30 to 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Toronto time, also in this Zoom link. Anton?
Good morning from Canada, everybody. So hope you can hear me clearly. Everybody can hear me clearly?
I can hear you. Can everyone else hear him?
Okay.
Wonderful.
So hello everybody. So hope you will have some ideas in your mind already to start your work as a volunteer or as a participant. Um, so we don't have much time left. We only have from now until the submission deadline that is only nearly 3 weeks ahead. And I also check in the system that some of you have submitted your works, which are really good, and your work will be collected and submitted to the judge panel so that they can have their ideas and their evaluation. For the volunteers and participants, we would like to invite you to the training section on Saturday this week, January 9th at 8:30 Toronto time. So you can convert the Eastern Standard Time and then to your local time so that you can participate. Your friends, your relatives, and anybody that want to participate or volunteer in the Global Youth Challenge is also invited to join us. And during the training section, we would like to share, experience in doing the volunteering work, as well as, mentioning the importance of the volunteer activity. English leadership is really encouraged to help you not only successful, admission in the university, but it's also in your real life, because we can recognize that, from our last year participant and volunteers, now they are very successful in their learning as well as in their, first year university students' life. And on Saturday morning from 8:30 until 9 a.m., there will be one Global Youth Challenge ambassador from Tunisia. So you can recognize him. He was one of the winners of the Global Youth Challenge 2020 COVID-19. And he will share with us what he has been doing as a volunteer. You can see that he created a Facebook page, and he also created a Facebook group to invite his friends and to keep promoting the Global Youth Challenge activity, and invite as many as his friends, to join us. So hopefully on January the 9th, 2021, I will see as many of you here as possible. And then also on the same Zoom ID, I will be there. Then it will be kind of open sharing section. So you can learn a lot from there, and then we can share our experience. You have more time to discuss, and then more time to share your personal experience as well as learning from each other. So I hope to see you there on Saturday the 9th. Thank you, Christy.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Anton. So Mr. Anton will be sharing his experiences. And like Mr. Anton said, that please join him on January the 9th at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time to share your experience, to learn something, and to create effective communication and a volunteer experience. Okay. So I would like to direct your attention. There we go. So we have been answering questions through the chat box all through this information session. But if you have more questions, please, you can open your mic in just a minute, or you can still type in the chat box and share your question with everyone. Now, after this information session, if you do have general inquiries, please I would suggest that you take a screenshot of this screen. And if you have general inquiries, email us at info@theglobalyouth.org, or if you have volunteer related question, you can email us at 2021 at theglobalyouth.org. In any way, we'll respond to you within 48 hours and get your question answered, okay? Anybody have any question? You can open your mic or you can type in the chat box if you're more comfortable. A lot of people have been asking about the recording of this meeting. Now, this is the general information session, and the recording will be available tomorrow morning on our main website, which is www.theglobalyouth.org. I would ask you to check tomorrow morning or give it at least 12 hours because, as you know, these Zoom recordings will take time to process. And once that is done, we will post it on the main website. Okay, thank you for your question. Anyone else? Camelia, is there any other questions?
No, Christine.
Okay.
All questions were answered.
Wonderful. If you do have any questions, the link for Saturday. Mohammed's asking the link for Saturday's volunteer training session. It's still this. The Zoom link is still this Zoom link. Okay, this one. The same Zoom link, still this room, just on Saturday at 8:30, okay? Thank you, Mohammed, for your question. Anyone else? Already. Some of you have classes, or if you're at other event, please go ahead. If you do have any question, again, please don't hesitate to email us. General inquiries at info.theglobalyouth.org or volunteer-related question at volunteer2021@theglobalyouth.org. Okay, we usually respond to our email within 48 hours. Sure, of course, if you like to post, this counts as a social media posting. So if you would post a story and you will get hours for posting the story as well as for views or likes that you have reached in terms of audiences, okay? Actually, posting a story is a very creative way to allow others to get more specific information about the Global Youth Challenge, because as we know that social media posting usually have word limit. Sure, that'd be great. And I would encourage you to join Mr. Anton on Saturday so you can discuss this with him further. And if he has any suggestion, he will also give that to you. Okay, so many creative ways you can do. Thank you very much for your question. All right. Any more questions? If there's no more questions, I would like to end this session and by saying that thank you so much for allowing us to give you this opportunity to, oh, Yasmin. This information session is almost ending, but I would like to direct your attention to our main website, www.theglobalyouth.org, which we will be posting this session's recording tomorrow morning, okay? Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining us, for allowing us into your home via this very special method of online. And we will ask you to join us tomorrow for the Global Youth Challenge Learning Roundtable, as well as Mr. Anton on Saturday. Tomorrow and Saturday session will also be recorded. And if you request the recording, we will email that to you as well. Okay, so please join us every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the training sessions. And thank you again for joining us. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.